when the schedule comes out in May, there's always those games that we can't wait to find when they're going to be, because we know going in it's going to be a pretty big game. Now, ensuing events can take what was going to be a big game and make it not a big game. Injuries, ineffectiveness of the teams, etc. The flip side is there will be games that we would have looked at in May and said, okay, that's nice. They were going to play at some point this year. That's the week they play. But then, when one of the teams is unexpectedly 4-1 and has the best rookie quarterback, seemingly by far, Commanders at the Ravens becomes the game of the day. Frankly, all due respect to Sunday Night Football, Bengals, Giants, I think we can be candid and say Commanders, Ravens is the game of the day, as we see Jayden Daniels, arguably the best running quarterback in football, up against Lamar Jackson, who has been that guy for several years. Here's a little Jayden Daniels talking about Lamar Jackson and the comparisons he's already drawing to the two-time MVP.
It goes back some time. It's kind of like a big bro, little bro type of thing, but it's mutual respect between both.
You get tired of some of those questions where people try to compare you to other guys?
Yeah, I think it's go out there and just appreciate each individual for who they are. So I don't like when people really try to compare me to Lamar, and vice versa. We're two different players, and just go out there, just appreciate what's the quarterback play is being played. So that's what I try to do, is just appreciate everybody for who they are.
One of the compelling storylines for me last week was Jayden Daniels against Deshaun Watson, because 7 years ago, Deshaun Watson was what Jayden Daniels is, and we've seen that fall off. Now it's Jayden Daniels against Lamar Jackson, who hasn't fallen off. I mean, if the Ravens end up the 1 seed in the AFC, Lamar Jackson could be back-to-back MVP. So one of the big issues here, we're up to week number 6, game number 6 for Jayden Daniels. Someone explained to me long ago, when you have a quarterback who is doing great things early in his career, you get to a point where there's enough film out there so the defenses can figure out what it is he's doing. And, the Bill Belichick approach, take away the best thing that an offense does, take away the best thing that Jayden Daniels does, force him into situations where he has to do something he's really not comfortable doing, confuse him with your looks about what it is you're going to do. The more film you have on the guy, the easier it is to figure out what he's doing. And then the question becomes, is he still so good that it doesn't matter? This could be kind of at the point where the Ravens have full opportunity to figure out exactly what Jayden Daniels is doing and to try to stop it. And will they? And I think they might have a hard time. Number one, the defense isn't great. They brought in Dean Pease to be a senior advisor to Zach Orr, the new defensive coordinator. But Daniels told me after the win over the Browns, because I said, when you run, it looks like you still have a higher gear. And he said he does. Plus, that story about the Diami Brown touchdown where he was at the sideline after the prior play, and he said to Cliff Kingsbury, if they're going to single cover this guy, we got to take a shot. And Kingsbury's like, sounds good to me. So the trust, the empowerment, the confidence, there's that word again. We talked about it with Tony Dungy, how important it is for a quarterback to be confident. I can't think of a quarterback right now that is oozing confidence more than Jayden Daniels. Maybe Patrick Mahomes, because he's been oozing it for 6 years. But this is going to be, I think, a potentially great game, especially because we know the Ravens have a history at home. Every once in a while, they'll step in that pothole, they'll blow a lead in the fourth quarter, and it's going to be very interesting. 1 o'clock Eastern on Sunday, must-see TV as you watch all the games, watch Red Zone, whatever. Keep a close eye on Commanders-Ravens. That very well might be the best game of the day. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.